So this girl's mad at Trump supporters because the government's cutting food stamps. Basically, she's angry that her sponsors stopped sponsoring her.
I just had the worst fucking shift at work. I'm in a horrible fucking mood. I want to scream so loud that the back of my throat starts fucking bleeding. But I can't. I have to keep it together. So I'm gonna come on here and take it out on you. If you're watching this and you voted for Donald J. Trump, I hate you with every fiber of my fucking being. The holidays are coming up. The holidays are coming up and everybody's losing their fucking SNAP benefits. People who have subsidized food cannot eat in the month of November. Literally Thanksgiving. And for those of you that are self-proclaimed fake-ass fucking disgusting piece of shit Christians, I hope you burn in hell for all eternity. I hope hell is real just so you can fucking burn. Because you're taking joy in people starving during the holiday season or at all. You're laughing at them. You're eating burnt toast from 1492, making videos about how happy you are about lazy people losing their SNAP benefits. I hope you fucking rot. I hope you live the most miserable fucking existence imaginable. I'm not the tolerant left. I'm a fucking cunt and I hate you. Okay? Hope that clears that up. Awesome.
So she's not even on food stamps. She's just mad on behalf of people who think working is oppression. Like she's fighting for the sacred right to do absolutely nothing and still eat like a king. She probably thinks accountability is a hate crime. Maybe she should try supporting ambition instead of entitlement. It's way more nutritious.
So an Islamic scholar just said Islam loves and protects gay and trans people. Yeah, and I'm the Pope of TikTok.
What does Quran say about homosexuality?
Thank you for the question, because it's true, there's a lot of comments and backlashes on social media, especially with what's happening now in Turkey, in North Africa, condemning homosexuality by law. But we have to say that the Quran never speaks about homosexuality. You will not find homosexuality quoted like that in the Quran, never. Nobody can find it, it's not there. So they tell us about Sodom and Gomorrah, the Qawm Lot, the Prophet Lot, peace be upon him. Those people were raping men and women. So it has nothing to do with same-sex love. And that is not quoted in the Quran. And we have in the tradition of the Prophet, peace be upon him, many ahadith traditions telling us about the Prophet Muhammad welcoming in his home mukhannathun mutarajjilat. So this is like effeminate man, transgender, we don't know, but it's what we call nowadays LGBT people. He was protecting them according to the tradition. It's in every hadith book. So this is very clear that the Prophet never condemned anyone. He defended them, peace be upon him, against people who wanted to attack them because they were what we call nowadays queer. So they had different terminology, but people like us existed at the time of the Prophet and they were protected by the Prophet. And they had a special place in his home for them, to include them, to give them work, to protect them. So if we want to be good Muslims, like some people are pretending to be good Muslims with all that hate against LGBT plus people, we should protect minorities, religious minorities, and gender minorities.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, totally. Muslim countries are huge supporters of the LGBT community. They just show it by sending people to jail instead of parades. In some places, you don't get confetti, you get lashes. Same energy, right? They call it moral guidance, but it feels more like a horror movie with extra paperwork. Truly the kind of love that makes you want to move very far away. My advice? If you're planning to come out there, maybe also plan your flight out.
Oh yeah, I've worked in a Muslim country for years, and believe me, if a guy ever tried walking around in a dress, the cops would notice faster than you can say Allahu Akbar.
Ah yes, the revolution in full swing. Nothing proves your point like stomping on someone's car while your friends cheer you on. Real change, one dent at a time. The brave fight against oppression, one windshield at a time. Nothing says we deserve respect like turning someone's Honda into modern art. The guy dancing on top? Definitely the next Martin Luther King, just with louder bass. My advice? Maybe try fixing a car before you destroy one. At least that helps the community. A German guy decided to test Dubai's limits by cross-dressing in a hijab, because nothing screams vacation adventure like speedrunning a deportation.
Guckt euch mal die Architektur an, die jetzt immer besser zum Vorschein kommt, weil die Sonne einfach nur noch anders wirkt und nicht mehr so viel Sonne von oben ist.
I don't know what he's saying, but I can already hear the police sirens warming up. Dressing like that in Dubai is less fashion statement, more arrest invitation. The hijab won't hide him, not when every guard in the mall suddenly develops X-ray vision. He's basically filming his own before jail footage. My advice? When a country has gold ATMs and strict laws, maybe skip the cross-dress experiment. Let's head to sports. I may have only played high school ball, but I'm pretty sure I can still spot a traveling violation when someone takes a cross-country trip without dribbling.
Gather with the ball.
Watch that. That's just one dribble right there.
Here, how many steps? It's the gather.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have played till we're 50.
Come on, these are the best paid basketball players on the planet, not guys from a weekend league. You'd think with those million-dollar contracts, dribbling would come free. Maybe the ball's allergic to their hands. That would explain a lot. At this point, the refs need glasses thicker than the players' egos. Maybe start practicing humility before practice itself. It's cheaper and clearly more needed. Now here is a white woman kissing the boots of black men in a protest, because nothing says progress like turning equality into a weird street performance.
Lord, right here in the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohana, man. This is the Lord's work right here, man. This is the Lord's work right here. And this is a good white woman, man. She's showing her deeds, man, to the Lord, man. And the most...
So, apparently kissing dirty boots is the new way to cleanse white guilt? Who knew humility came with mud stains? If this is the Lord's work, then someone clearly skipped Bible class. I don't remember any verse saying, "Thou shalt kiss random shoes for social justice." It's less divine service, more street-side humiliation ritual. Maybe next time, try cleaning your conscience by helping people instead of polishing their footwear. Now here's a guy saying he knew he was a girl at 5, because apparently kindergarten is the new age for advanced gender diagnostics.
My name is Lacey Marie Basil, and this is my story. I was born as Jim James Lyle, September 2nd, 1947. I have lived the past 6 years as my true self, a 75-year young transgender woman. I am the happiest I've been in my entire life. If you remember nothing else in this short testimony, remember that being trans is not a choice. It's biological. We are born this way. I was born with the brain of a girl and the body of a boy. Now that was the cursed part. The blessing part was that Lacey inside of me for all those years made me a better person. More loving, more compassionate, a man with a feminine sweetness, not effeminate.
He knew he was a girl at 5. I was still trying to figure out which end of the pencil to chew on. Imagine having a life crisis before you even lost your baby teeth. Girl's brain and a boy's body? Bro, that's not science, that's Netflix fan fiction. Just because a bunch of grown men repeat the same bedtime story to justify their weird public hobby doesn't make it true. It just makes it creepy. Maybe focus on learning your ABCs before rewriting your DNA. Now, here is a post from a confused woman asking why men won't date trans women. Like common sense just got canceled for being offensive.
I mean, I have to answer this.
She's wondering why men won't date trans women? Probably because reality still exists. Newsflash, calling yourself female doesn't make biology your fan club. Most guys date to find a wife, not a plot twist. It's not hate, it's just straight.
Maybe try understanding the difference between preference and denial before calling everyone phobic. Now here's Zoran suddenly speaking Spanish in ads. Nothing screams confidence like switching languages before the votes even drop.
¡Hola Nueva York! Ya pueden salir a votar y estoy pidiendo su apoyo. Por favor, busque su lugar de votación más cercano y voten por mí para ser su próximo alcalde.
Zoran's out here speaking Spanish now because nothing wins hearts like a last-minute Duolingo crash course. Let me guess, if a white man did this, he'd be called racist instead of inclusive. You can almost hear the desperation in every "Hola mi gente." It's less outreach, more Google Translate diplomacy. Maybe try actual policies before trying accents. Now, here's a trans man saying he wants to convert to Islam because Allah is beyond gender. Brave words from someone who clearly hasn't read the fine print.
Just started reading the Quran and I am so excited about it. People thought when I first asked that I just wanted to read it out of curiosity, but I want to read it to study it. I started following somebody on social media that teaches the Quran and hosts a Quran book club for Muslims and non-Muslims, so I'm really excited to start going to that. She was describing the chapter of the bee and that just blew my mind. Like the way that she describes things, the way that the Quran describes things actually makes sense to me. And also, did you know that Allah is beyond gender? Did you know that actually scholars believe that there are two Qurans, the Quran of nature and the Quran, the actual book? And did you know that each chapter is named after a natural phenomenon? I don't know, this whole book is just blowing my mind and I am so excited. I got sticky notes so that I could mark out things that I was drawn to, and I'm not even through the first chapter and I already have a bunch of sticky notes. I'm definitely gonna have to buy more tabs. I'm honestly having a whole revolution with myself where the way that I describe the universe and the things that I believe in are actually described in the Quran of believing in Allah. And I've never thought that I believed in God before, and now I'm really having a revolution of self of, I think I actually believe in God. If you've been curious, I really recommend it. There are a lot of people who are converting. There's a lot of people who are reading it. I'm not saying I'm going to convert. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. And I don't know. I know that this is exactly what I need right now. I just wanted to say thank you and just point out how excited I am.
So, this trans man thinks Islam is the place for gender freedom? That's like a vegan joining a barbecue club for the vibes. Allah is beyond gender? Sure, but the followers enforcing the rules aren't. He's about to learn that the prayer mats don't come in rainbow colors. It's spiritual curiosity meets reality check. Maybe study the religion before announcing your conversion on social media. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dose of chaos, hit that like button. It tells YouTube I'm still doing something right. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next round of internet insanity. See you in the next one.